Alright, so here we are in Illustrator, and we're ready to finally get started now that we're comfortable with the workspace. So to begin, what I'm going to do before I do anything is get a couple of layers set up. Now the reason why we use layers is it's a good way to organize things, and you need to go into your layers palette, which mine is right there, really easy to get to. If you can't find it, then go up to Window and then down to Layers and check that so that it opens up. So like I said, it's a great way to organize things. You can keep all these different elements on different layers. So if I have my walls on one layer and my stalactites on another and my text on another, then I can easily turn off all the stalactites by clicking the little eye icon. Turns off that entire layer so I don't see it. And then I would see just my walls and just my text. So it's really cool and very important that you keep every element on its own layer so you have more control later as to what you show and what you don't show. So I'm going to create a couple of layers. To create a new layer, you click on the new layer icon here, or go on this drop down menu and select new layer. This new layer, a dialog box pops open, and we can give it a name. I'm going to call this one my scans. And I'm going to keep all of my scans, so the scanned, and maybe what I want to call it is scanned survey notes. Let's just call it survey notes. You can call it whatever you want, whatever is intuitive to you. Red, yeah, I'll keep it red for right now. Red, basically, when I select an object on a layer, watch if I hit red. And I'm going to create a square really quick here. Notice that when I create a square and I click on it, the box around it is red. That helps me know when I click on an object which layer it's on. So that's why that's important. I'm going to reopen this just by double-clicking on it. So survey notes red. Everything else I think I'm just going to leave as is. So hit OK. Let's double click on layer 1 now, and I'm going to rename that and call it line plot. Okay. Let's create another one, and we'll call this one stations. Okay, and we'll create one more, double click on it and call it our walls, and we'll start off with our walls. So I'll hit OK. Alright, now one other thing to keep in mind here is that the order that the layers in, their stacking order here will affect the way you view things over here. For example, if I have survey notes and I scan in these images that are like this big, and they're completely opaque, so I can't see, completely opaque, so I can't see through them, and I have my stations underneath it, whenever I have all these layers turned on, my survey notes, anything on that layer will cover up whatever is underneath these layers. So I'm going to rearrange the stacking order. I'm going to grab my survey notes and move that to the bottom. And then my line plot, stations, walls. That's good. So that way walls will be on top as I draw those. If the wall happens to cover up a little bit of a survey station, that's fine with me. If you don't like that, you can move the order of these. It'll make more sense as we start adding content. But I think that's about it for setting things up. The next thing that we're going to do is actually start adding things here into our document.